Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Yes,
And it looks like we might have gone to the playground anyway. It had been a while since the day's lesson ended, and I went back home. But that very afternoon, I would have to pass by the school again. So are we back home or at the school?
Because loads of little tiny air conditioners everywhere.
Which for me suggests more apartment complex.
Yeah, right?
I leave the clinic that's next door to my school, and I decide to take a detour through the scenic route.
Though I suppose you could, depending on where you are, you might have lots of little air conditioner units on the outside.
It depends on how you do your school, which is why I said it looks like more like to me. But also, like, I decide to take a detour through the scenic route. Don't you just decide to take the scenic route? I feel like that's a little redundant.
It's okay.
There's just the seagulls.
Oh.
Nice. There's a park with a small pond located behind the school, and I like to wander there from time to time.
I wonder where this actually is.
I know, right? Or if they just chose stock photos.
Right.
It's sloppier than you'd expect, because I know what you'd expect. The water's nearly dried up, and has a strange hue that's extremely off-putting.
I don't agree with you at all. That water looks like that exists there pretty solidly. That's not nearly dried up at all. Here's your bank.
I was going to say, unless that thing is super damn shallow, then it's not really nearly dried up. On the other hand, it could be exaggerating.
Yeah.
That doesn't change the fact that it's quiet and welcoming here, welcome here, when you just want to take a peaceful stroll. Got it. Sometimes your sentences, like I don't know how to paste them yet.
Yeah.
As I sit in the park on a bench at the edge of the road, I flip my pen in frustration as I'm unable to recall the words for its paper counterpart. What? Alright, then, with a heavy sigh, somehow, my thoughts are suddenly led astray. The pen's paper counterpart? Because it's made of...
Okay, that lost... Oh, what? It'll probably be something... Oh, it's this thing. I'll be like, that is a weirdest fucking way to...
And we say this out loud. I still have time to go and take a look at the place the email mentioned. I remember the place not being too far away from here.
With the place.
And even though I know it's stupid, it still piques my interest. A lot of place. Forget it. I said I wouldn't go. Talking out loud yourself.
Still.
Why would I anyway? To make a fool out of myself? In front of Ziva? She won't be there, so... I don't have to prove anything to anyone, I tell the seagulls. Alice also said we should be making the most of the time we had before our final exams. And also that after your final exams, you'd be great, because you're Gucci.
Right.
It's true there isn't much time before the exam begins. Who are you talking to? And after that, I don't have any plans. But is that reason enough for an anything-goes attitude? Do you really have, like, a complex life speaking to your pen? Or, like, I don't know if I've ever had a conversation out loud to myself like this unless I knew someone was listening.
I mean, I have, but it doesn't usually go into this amount of detail or depth. It's pretty brief.
That's why I said complex conversation. I will talk to myself when I am completely alone.
Yes.
But not at this length. That isn't the right question. The most important thing now is that I think about what I truly want to do, without forgetting to consider the risks. In the worst-case scenario, what could it be? A kidnapping? I'm not important enough to be kidnapped this elaborately, with a note in my email. And if it's just a prank, then who cares? I don't even like this town. I'll just leave once I finish high school. I don't really care how others see me. It will be pranked, because I have pranked everyone, I guess. I'm curious to know who sent me that stupid email. I should stop overthinking it. Exactly! I should go investigate it and find the truth myself. What now, Ziva? Take that! There's a lot of talking out loud. Thrilled with the result of my monologue. I'm glad you acknowledge you were talking out loud. That's great. Okay, so maybe he just thinks out loud. I'll think out loud when I'm talking to someone else, but I don't really think out loud talking to myself for the most part. I jump up and flip off a random, unsuspecting cloud. Fuck you, random cloud!
You are my Ziva stand-in, Cloud. Excuse me?
Cloud's young man yells at Cloud. Breaking news. It's not like I actually care about the Cloud's feelings, but it's obvious that I was caught up in the moment and had temporarily abandoned my own principles of not flipping off nature. What nonsense am I even... do you care to...
That's it! Ouch! You are totally right. I have to change my attitude. To hell with everything!
I listened to your monologue and I will change my life! Whoa. A huge hat flops out of nowhere, concealing a girl underneath it, who then also decides to flip off an unsuspecting Cloud. I have godlike powers. I have influenced the youth. Upon closer inspection, I see that the hat is normal size, but the girl underneath it is just puny. For no apparent reason, that shorty walks up to me and answers a question I haven't even asked.
Okay, you just change your tenses again.
Uh-huh.
That shorty walks up to me that I haven't even asked.
And asks me a question that I haven't even asked. So she walks up and asks a thing. I don't know. I thought it was
I don't know.
okay.
It's fine. What am I doing here? I've been on that bench the entire time!
You didn't even notice me.
Ha ha! I was drowning in sorrow until you decided to sit next to me. Naturally assumed you were going to hit on me. In fact, I don't know why it doesn't happen more often. Oh, God.
I am adorable. Excuse me. That means that people should hit on me. That is interesting
I
choice.
haven't run into this anime stereotype in a while, so I feel like I'm having sort of like...
Flashbacks.
Yes.
The Lolita that is entitled to everyone.
That needs to have everyone hit on them.
Or they're
despite
not
the fact that they're like 10.
I am more adorable and beautiful than everyone else. You will want me over all those mature weirdos that are trying to be around you because they're not as pretty and cute as I am.
You just don't understand how cute I am, honey.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Doesn't happen more often. Although it's a pity that you just had to be so ugly. No hard feelings, but I have high standards. Yeah, this is that stereotype. Oh,
it is.
My fucking God. This is an old anime stereotype. I mean,
is she
you're
making
intriguing
fun of me is saying this.
Oh my God.
The person speaking is she making fun of me?
That's so, honestly, that's kind of clever. Like, because it is the thing is that your character's perspective? So that's how they're looking at them. And so you'd be like, I kind of want to go back and see if he says anything, like, earlier than that, but I'm not going to go back. It's fine.
It's fine.
If it's there, it's there. You guys can go back and look on your own. You're intriguing in your own way. Yeah. Isn't it good to be so forceful? First impressions aren't everything, girl.
So first she's hot girl, now is she making me fun of me, girl?
Yeah.
That's everything. Wait, girl? Is that us talking?
Oh, that's supposed to be you.
So we're like, you're intriguing in your own way?
Yeah, except for calling...
It isn't good to be so forceful. First impressions aren't everything.
Except she's not shadowed.
Also can I go now, please? Like, who is speaking? What is going on? Whoa.
No, I just went back. You're fine.
Okay.
Is that her? Because so the usual the usual indicators of when the character isn't talking is they go dark.
Right?
And then it's
That's
your
true.
character talking. So I'm going, is it her?
So I guess it is her. She just called this girl like that sort of dismissive way?
Girl.
Hi.
The important thing is that you aren't perfect. You came to cheer me up. Can I go now, please?
Our dialogue, now you are now, can I go now? She's now, can I go now, please?
I don't know how you knew what I was thinking, but your words have inspired me.
Hello,
yeah. Thank you so much, so very much.
Bye. Alrighty. I have no idea what's going on. Seems that the label change was disorienting. Pardon us. It seems that when I sat here, I didn't realize somebody else was sitting here too. I mean, you did say you were self-absorbed. Now she thinks I was talking to her all along. You did say you were really self-absorbed and ignored people regularly. That's what I get for thinking out loud. Normally people would think you're crazy for doing so. You'd never expect to attract crazy people. I don't know who she is, but I need to stay calm. Like, she's a predator. I mustn't let her smell my fear.
Crazy. Do not touch. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I haven't heard this Lolita type for a while with anime.
What is with this game?
My brain.
She's sniffing me. She is sniffing me, I say out loud to her.
You smell like a good person.
Are you, gonna bite me? Crazy, do not touch. Wow.
I think I'm gonna like you after all. You have a better chance than I initially thought. You should be proud of yourself.
I have somewhere to be. You're scaring me.
I do like you said.
I'll do
like you said, and just enjoy the moment. My condition shouldn't be an obstacle, and overthinking it isn't going to solve anything. I am actually clearly a mature adult woman. Flicker, flicker, flicker. Nobody understands.
Replete in my glory and self-satisfaction.
Magnificence.
Because, if they're missing a fancy word in here, it's replete.
Right. So, it's been a pleasure finally meeting you face to face. Until next time.
Wait, finally? Well, finally?
Thank you again.
Sure.
What?
She leaves as suddenly as she appeared, except for she'd apparently been there the whole time. I would like to say something in reply, but I'm speechless.
This is an anime. This is an anime that is based off of animes from, I want to say, like, the early 90s.
I think early 90s to mid-90s, possibly mid-90s, but probably early 90s. This is wild.
This is bizarre.
In fact, I think I peed myself a little. Damn, what was the point of that scene? This is all over the place. Oh god, look at the classic playground. Like, that's very modern.
Oh, that's
but,
incredibly modern.
I think
I have been on one of those recently.
I have definitely seen them currently around the town that I have been in. All right. Tossing aside things I'd rather forget, I'm here to check this place out because of that mysterious email. Yeah, this is not an old school playground. Like, the game is completely modern, but there's such a mix of tropes in here, it's a little wild.
Whoa.
I was thinking there'd be a cowboy or someone who'd challenge me to a duel, or, to a shootout, like a shootout? What do they call them now?
Sword fight.
Sword fight. Yeah, somebody, a bandit. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah!
But nobody else is here. I should have known that. Considering where I am, in an unfinished neighborhood, for rich people. Oh.
Maybe. Hello?
Hello?
Game. There you go.
Hi. They started building a ton of complexes here a little less than a decade ago, but they blew the budget before finishing them. I have seen those kind of weird, like, neighborhoods and stuff, where it's like they had this really elaborate townhome, idea going on, and then, like, only a third of the neighborhood got built and sold, and the other parts are, like, these weird sort of semi-finished foundations or partially developed, like buildings. And the people who live on the side that's finished, it looks immaculate, except for usually dirt lawns because the trees didn't get planted yet because the neighborhood concept wasn't finished.
Right.
And then they're in this sort of weird ghost town at the edge of everything.
Yes.
All right, budget. This playground is one of the few things they managed to finish, but with no one living around here, it's no wonder that it isn't popular. I can confirm that personally, since I usually pass close to this area when I visit the library, and I've never seen anyone else here before. Seems that I came here for nothing, or at least that's what I think, until I spot a leg hanging out amongst the tubes, rails, and slides. Someone hiding, showing just a leg, the way, It's that dance for the boogeyman thing.
Yeah, oh god. Are you talking about Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas where she rips off her leg and
sticks
goes
the leg out and is like, look at my hot leg dance? It's fine. Oh, hello. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. All right, keeping my distance from the leg, I sneak around the playground, trying to find out who the leg belongs to. Just that one leg. You might lose a limb. Sitting there is a girl. She looks like the figurine.
She looks like Harryhausen.
Oh, another girl.
Who's really...
Honestly, the fashion is kind of cute in this game. It's a little, like, poorly fitted in a lot of cases, but it's, like, the little, like, girl's dress was cute. The top is charming, Yeah. I immediately recognize not her identity, but the gesture she's making. Between her fingers, she holds a pencil, which she uses to trace lines along a sketchbook that's propped up against her knees. That is not what I was getting from the pose we're looking at, but that's fine. Her almost holding her groin between her fingers, and I'm going, wow!
That's actually where I was like, whoa.
So she's drawing. That's cool.
Right.
While listening closely, I can hear her humming. Sometimes she rubs her pencil against her lips while in thought, or looks away from the sketchbook to view her subject from another perspective. She's doing a life drawing. Drawing in plein air. She doesn't seem to notice my presence as I hide behind a tree, planning the best course of action. When did we get behind a tree? Also, we've apparently got a pretty good look at her nonetheless, based on the sprite.
The fact that she's also flopped down on the ground.
No, she's up on the equipment.
Well, yeah, but, like, flopped backwards, and so how are you supposed to see? It's just like she's laying down, how are you supposed to see all that?
I thought she had it in her lap.
I thought she was laying back.
Oh,
like in her lap. Yes, leaning back in her lap, like, and then she's looking like that.
Oh, I don't know.
But I don't know either. Because I can't tell. For as much as this game says, it doesn't say.
Ciaran, there's nobody else around here, so she must be the one who sent the email. Or at least, she must somehow be involved with it. Or it was a prank and someone just happens to be here and she's unrelated. So I go out, wanting an explanation. We say it out loud.
Yes.
We narrate ourselves. Him walk out from behind the tree. So I go out, wanting an explanation to the email. Seems easy enough, I say to the stranger who was a leg moments ago. As soon as I begin to emerge from my hiding spot, speaking out loud and narrating my movements, I immediately jolt back behind the tree. Wait a second! If she's waiting for me, then why is she sketching here? I say out loud as well. She seems too immersed in her drawing to be waiting for someone. She hasn't even looked at anything but her paper and subject. Actually, it must be difficult to see much from her vantage point. You have so much internal monologue. Why say this out loud? If she's waiting for me, it is that anime trope where you just talk to yourself
It
so that
is.
the audience can hear you, so there's no narration, isn't
This
it?
is, yeah. I'm like, I haven't been. Wow. I am just like,
This
I am
character
being
is like
inundated.
90s Deku, but less lovable.
Yes.
I'll make more sense. It'll make more sense
It'd
to
make more
right.
sense.
If she's waiting for me, it'd make more sense to wait from where she can see the entrance.
Yes. To wait from where she can see the entrance.
Entrance to what?
To the park.
There's an entrance to the park. It's not just open on all sides.
Apparently.
Is that the entrance we're talking about?
I have no idea, friend. That's
You
what I'm guessing.
sounded confident.
That's the only answer I have.
I believed you.
I-
Another possibility is that she wants to ambush me. That'd account for why she's hidden. Then maybe she got too caught up in her art and forgot about me, or doesn't realize I'm here yet while I talk aloud. In that case, just imagine this dude is the most like 90s anime, moderately, like middly attractive so you don't hate the protagonist, kind of average looking brown haired dude, just talking out loud to himself
With
behind a
spiky
tree.
hair.
With slightly spiky, slightly tousled hair.
Yeah.
But not too long, not too interesting, because we're in slice of life anime. So it's not like you've got, the interesting
Yeah.
color of hair. In that case, I should try to catch her off guard. Why am I overthinking this anyway? I have the upper hand here. I just need to move first. I should just be friendly and give her a good first impression. It'll still be a surprise attack, but not as aggressive. I stealthily step out of my hiding spot without narrating myself this time. This is amazing. With cat-like reflexes, I climb up the slide and grab one of the monkey bars near where I want to slide down next. Okay, another slide, I guess. I sneak behind the girl with the intention of surprising her before she can react to anything. Huh, gotcha! Eh? Gone. Ah, that thing of I'll creep all around this stuff and then I come into where you are and you're not there. Of course she knew you were coming. It's ridiculous. She's gone. I fail my mission miserably and decide to survey the area, just in case. When I finally notice her running out of the park, fleeing with all of her art supplies in hand.
Yeah, this is an anime.
Are there a lot of art supplies? Now what do? I scratch my head in confusion. Are we going to get to do a choice in here? Because I had the impression there were choices. With no next plan of action until I gaze at the nearby garbage can. She probably hasn't yet realized that nobody comes here to empty the trash, seeing as it's filled with her scraps of paper from failed drawings. It's pretty full, so she probably comes here often? The scraps have all kinds of illustrations, because I'm digging through the trash now, clearly drawn by someone with natural talent, because, it's clear she doesn't practice or work at it. Of animals and fantasy creatures, one would expect from a movie. Let me just tell you what you would think they were from. They aren't the work of an expert, but they have a quality that dazzles me, except for a small detail. What's written next to them. This one has a story that begins with an inter-country religion war that somehow ends in an intergalactic war with vampires. That sounds exciting, and I love it. I also
yeah.
feel like that would be like an interesting AU. Sometimes I stare at people's like wild out there, just like crack AUs, and I'm like, no. So what you need to do is you need to be like, all right, it's All Might, but with and Boku no Hero Academia, but with vampires. So there's quirks and vampirism, and then you have to deal with all of it. All right. Another is about magicians summoning spirits in a post-apocalyptic city, like other anime that aren't this one.
Right.
Their enemy seems to be a gangster werewolf, also from space. This one starts a group of globe-trotting, demon-hunting mercenaries. The demons aren't from space this time, but hyperspace. I kind of love this. She sounds like she'd be great to talk to. This is giving me an aneurysm. Yeah, well, you might not have much creativity. Your prank was a little bit simple. The art's good, but the concepts? Not so much. Judgy much? There are too many cliches, like this game. I'm starting to wonder if they're all actually parodies? Maybe she's mocking me, or maybe these are clues of some kind? While busy putting my detective skills to the test, I slip on something and lose my balance. It's a banana peel! Looking down, I find the culprit is a common drawing pencil. That's weird. I saw her using this a minute ago. For her to drop it like that, and I said specifically all her supplies were in her hands. She must have been in a pretty big hurry. Then I realized something. This happened to me at the pond, too. I was talking out loud without noticing. Oh, he doesn't notice it. She must have heard me while I was rambling behind the tree, and I must have scared her. That must be why she ran away. She had to be involved with the email business. She has to be.
Not.
She ran away because I was about to catch her. Except for if she asked you to meet her there. If anyone asked you to meet them there, why would they ask you to meet them there just to run away? Okay. Can't let things in like this, right? I say out loud again without noticing. We have unfinished business, my dear nameless artist.
Aye. And you're
All right.
already
Whoa.
done waiting?
That is the whole chapter, I guess?
What?
I am confused about the setup. Like, I'm lightly intrigued because it's not, like, completely empty, this game, but, like, it's just setup after setup after setup and no anything's going anywhere yet.
This feels like an anime. Okay.
It does feel like a sort of random, around-the-block, like, slice-of-life kind of anime.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to have something deeper as far as psychological themes go. So I kind of want to give it a little bit of a chance, but I'm also like, what are we doing?
Well, anyway, I guess thank you very much, guys, though, for joining us. In the next one, we will be dealing with more of this. So if you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon. Got some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!